Hundreds of homeless people had to be evacuated after their shelter flooded in the East Village. They were taken in buses to SDCCU Stadium.
About 50 porta potties were knocked over in the storm, and now that area is considered a hazmat situation. 10 News anchor Jim Patton is live at SDCCU Stadium. And Jim, this is the first time the stadium has been used as a shelter like this since the witch fire. That was in 2007.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that. That's right. It was a major shelter at that time. And since then, you know, there have been suggestions of using the stadium to shelter the homeless as well. Of course, this is an emergency situation. Take a look. You can see the door there labeled security. Right through that door is where some 300 homeless are in a much better situation than they were last night.
I would say that it was at the top of the box, so it was about this high.
Yeah, last night floodwaters inundating the homeless shelter run by the Alpha Project in the East Village turned into an absolute hazmat situation when some 50 porta potties outside the tent were flooded, contaminating the water. That led to an emergency evacuation with a caravan of buses taking the homeless to SDCCU Stadium, where they were able to get out of their soiled clothing and get cleaned up.
I mean, I was in it. I just didn't have my boots on and I was just barefoot on the concrete. I'm not too concerned about it. I mean, I've had a vaccination for it, so.
And that's Patrick Mariani. He was among the homeless that were evacuated. And when he says, I'm not too concerned about it, he was referring to concerns last night about the Hep A virus, especially in light of all those porta potties being swamped. And he said he was vaccinated for it. Now, how long they are going to have to be sheltered here is still unknown. There were about 30 police officers involved last night, talking to a sergeant this morning in terms of helping them get in and get in place. Reporting live in Mission Valley, Jim Patton, 10 News.